everything I've done, everywhere I go. It all started here. I just wanted to see it for myself.
Don't you have a dream you want to follow?
Oh, are you gonna?
I never thought about that.
Hey!
Oh, there he is, Buggy. Oh my God. Yeah, Jeff Ward. Oh.
Bag.
Who the hell are you?
How do you not know? Buggy, the Great. Boogie. What do you?
Bunny.
But.
And who is this?
What?
Let me guess. New crew member? You must be the ship's
Tattoo artist.
stylist? I want to make fun of you, but honestly, I love what you're doing. Are you sure you wouldn't be better off with us?
He's famous around here, you know? His name
I'm nobody.
is this another one of your shows?
Oh no, tonight's not a show. Tonight is a lesson. And it's where your brief, pathetic little journey comes to an end. It's a shame your friends aren't here to see it. But lucky for you, I brought some friends of my own.
Alvida.
Oh, honey bunny!
I am not your honey bunny.
Oh.
Wow.
See, this is good.
Alvida?
She remembers your name. Her name she remembers.
Her name you remember?
There, yeah.
You met her once.
He remembers. Jesus, my
I've
brain
been
is not
doing
working.
this for a long time, Straw Hat.
So you want to fight?
Take your best shot.
Okay.
Gum gum. Oh, we'll wind up here.
I am Captain Iron Mace Alvida.
Iron Mace,
The
okay.
most powerful
Uh-oh.
and ruthless pirate in the East Blue, and I will have my vengeance.
Oh, she's going
Slip, slip, trap.
turbo. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, she moving faster? Uh-oh, the mace. Her club. Whoop!
That's our cue!
So, Lucy, it's because those new bracelets of yours are made of sea stone. You ever heard of
Whoa,
it?
sea stone. That's interesting. We haven't gotten that yet.
All the properties of the sea itself. So there's no running away and no fighting back. Stay with us, pal.
Oh.
You don't want to miss what comes next.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Where's Luffy? I thought he would have come back already.
You lost him?
He remembers the fish, but loses our captain. Look, if he's not here, we know where he has to be. If anything happens to him, you'll be the first one I use my new sword.
Stop. We need to find him.
Yeah, keep them in check, Nami. You got it.
Where's everybody going?
A spectacle.
Luffy.
The charges against this buffoon known as Monkey D. Luffy are as follows.
Ooh, I taped his mouth shut.
He destroyed my ship.
Freaking Buggy's freaking judge's wig.
As your lawyer, I advise that you let me do the talking.
This is great. I love this. He's guilty, Your Honor.
Friends, now is Luffy a stupid little dipshit? Yeah. Does he really deserve to die? The answer is yes, and I rest my case.
Well, you're not a very good lawyer.
He tried.
Don't you understand the lesson yet, kid? The most powerful thing in the world isn't a weapon or a devil fruit or even a dream. It's a story.
But all stories end.
Man, Jeff Ward does a really good job being kind of scary.
Chopped down before he ever left the East Blue.
Yeah, he's a lot more scary, a little bit more threatening than Buggy in the show, at least at this point.
Shithat's made it. Take care of the Loop troop while I move on with the main event.
Oh! Yeah. Oh, dude, that's sick. Rematch, buddy. Wait, are we gonna do the combat here? Without the unicycle. Oh! Oh, we didn't kill him. Oh, we getting them fight. Well, okay. Good job, Taz. God dang. Nami, you can't hit her. I mean, none of you really can. I wonder what happens if you use the sword. What's up? Oh! Oh! Good job, you two. Oh, she's gonna sneeze and blow herself back. Oh.
Another round in Captain Usopp's mighty arsenal.
Uh-oh.
He's a pirate.
You don't know that.
The last thing Gold Roger ever saw.
He's killing pirates right now.
Guts spilling out. Yikes.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I will find the One Piece and become king of the pirates!
Huh, who's that? She seemed... I don't know, appreciative? I can't think of the word. Ooh, good job, Usopp. He's doing real good. They're making him shine a little bit more so this episode, or in this season.
Zoro! Sanji! Usopp! Nami! I'm sorry. I'm dead.
That smile.
Luffy!
Roger.
I'm dead!
Oh, not again! I don't recall that happening. Oh, thank God I broke off the cuffs.
Where's Nami and Usopp? Did they get lost?
Nami doesn't get lost. They're probably at the Mary. Let's try.
Yeah, it's true. She doesn't. She's the navigator. Oh, Zoro? Oh, boy. Man, we're doing all this right now.
Or not.
Ooh.
Angry X. Get to the ship. I got this.
Get to the ship, brother. You get lost so easily. I want to see the choreography for this. Please don't cut away. Oh. Oh. I still got the sword though.
You're a brute.
Huh?
No matter how hard you fight, there will always be someone better than you with a blade.
I won't surrender the sword for anything.
Captain Smoker of the Marines. Not going anywhere.
Yeah, sorry, Smokey, but we're kind of in a hurry right now.
I know this.
Ooh, Sanji. Dude, that looks cool. Oh! Sanji, you killed him. What have you done?
He has a devil fruit!
Doesn't matter.
We take him out.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Dang, he hits hard. Sanji, you good? Gatling. Buddy, it's not working. Oh boy. Oh! Oh!
Small fries.
Dragon. This could be an issue. God. That looks good. Oh my god. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh! Oh my god. Damn, we're getting a lot all in this one episode. Jesus.
You're worth 30 million, Barry. Looks like your luck's run out, kid.
Dragon. Again. Oh.
Whose luck did you say?
Oh.
You. Who are we to stand in the way of another man's voyage? World government wants your head.
World
Not
government.
today. The world is still waiting for our answer.
Have I seen that actor before? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I guess that's how you take care of him. Powerful wind. Makes sense. We need to bring a fan next time we take care of it. We deal with him. World
A
Council? Is that what he said?
pirate, eh? That's fine if that's what you have chosen. Go forth.
Oh. Who are you? Who, huh? Who dat?
Not exactly what you signed up for. Is it, little bird?
Who are you?
Someone who also understands what it feels like to be kept in a cage.
Okay.
I know you have potential that is being squandered. I know you have skills.
She gonna
that
invite her
are
to
wasted.
Baroque? Baroque works?
Desires that aren't being met. I know you're strong,
Whew.
intelligent, beautiful. This world has so much more to offer you, little bird. And you can have all of it.
Huh.
Old Roger used to frequent this bar.
Oh,
Said
this
he
is the
had his
bar?
final drink here before he set out into the Grand Line. I was there, you know. The big old Roger was executed. You know what he did when he faced his end?
He laughed.
He laughed. I was just a boy, but even I could see the effect his words had.
Hmm.
Promise.
I wonder if I go back to that episode and see if we'll see Smoker out in the crowd. Because I know we saw Mihawk, Shanks, probably some other people.
That's what I'm fighting for.
Ooh. What's your dream, buddy? I like him. I'm hoping it's somebody we're supposed to like. I like the guy.
Our journey is a lot harder from here.
Part of the warlords.
Killer sharks?
Whoever that lady with the mace was?
Oh yeah, fair. You never dealt with her,
Yeah,
or most of you didn't.
there's nothing we can't take on.
Well,
Together!
at this point,
Right! Here we come!
This is our ending. Oh, okay. All right. Wow, how long was this episode? It was like that was quite a start. There's a lot, so much packed into that. Like, I mean, some stuff, a lot of stuff. Well, some stuff that, like I'm sure that was created for the show. I don't know if there was like in it themselves. They might have shown. No, I don't think so. Like showing, Miss Valentine in number 5 showing up at the Marines base where we first meet Zoro. Well, not first meet him. When Nami, Zoro, and Luffy first meet up. Um, I will say, like, I mean, we've seen them in the trailer. I'm gonna take this off while I'm doing this so that I can, not be dying later on. So I'll put it back on afterwards, like during the episode. This is what I get to wear. A little, Smurf hat. I got bandages underneath, and this is kind of just like keep everything else from getting in. Anyway, but yeah, because we saw a little bit of, or not a little bit, a decent, more than I've seen so far, at least, of Miss All Sunday, aka Nico Robbins. I know who she is, who she's gonna be, and that I'm pretty sure. Well, I won't say it just in case for those that haven't seen or haven't been spoiled and haven't seen the show or read the manga. I won't say. I'll put a spoiler tag. She joins. I'm pretty sure joins the Straw Hat crew over time. I don't know when that is. I haven't gotten there. Again, not super far in the grand scheme of the show. It's like what 1,300 episodes or something like that, and I'm only at episode 80, so I got a ways to go. But yeah, Miss All Sunday's, I was gonna say quirk. Her devil fruit power is terrifying. Like, it kind of reminds me of oh shoot, I can't remember her name, but the female villain in Daredevil versus Wolverine. I don't know for anybody that's watched it, like she can like go in your skin and so forth, and also obviously go into your mind. They kind of just seem like that. It doesn't exactly look like that, but it just kind of reminds me of that in a way. But man, it's still just like her art, like multiple. What is that? What is that? Where does that come from? What would that be named? What would the name of the devil fruit be? Anyway, she's terrifying, but God, is she hot? They picked a great actress for Nico Robin. Love the crew. Still, I like what they've done with like. Because again, I remember remembering and looking back at like this, first season and watching the anime. Obviously, they're adapting them. Like their outfits are gonna be different. And also their personalities a little bit toned down for, I don't want to say realism of the show, because it's there's the transponder snails. Those are wacky. Like they're writing a really good line of wacky, goofy, outlandish things and kind of sort of keeping it grounded, kind of using that word a little loosely. Seeing Miss Valentine's a little bit of Miss Valentine's ability was where they showed that a bit. Just I guess you wouldn't assume just like of the way she used it that she was using her ability, but they show it in the show, and by the time this goes up, you guys will already have seen of like how she can basically make herself heavier and lighter, and assumedly she used that on her foot and she killed that poor lady, the Marine. Not there are good and bad Marines. I'm going to choose to assume she was one of the good ones. But yeah, no, we saw them earlier, which I was assuming they were going to show a lot of other villains characters earlier, and this scene they created to kind of like give a bit of. Well, it's funny because like they are going after in the anime they're going after I don't know if they know who that is at the time, but Vivi, what's she, Miss Wednesday, wait, hold on. Why were they? Were they coming here for that? Or no, I think it was because they had failed. That's what it was. Sorry, they had failed to. Well, they're trying to kill the whale, and then Labu, I think it's his name. If I feel bad for forgetting, like they're trying to kill him. They failed, and then I can't remember the otter. I think it's an otter, and the buzzard, or vulture that they're with. I forgot which one, what their names are. But they are given basically like they failed, so they're gonna die, and they send number 5, and Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine to take them out. Doesn't work, but yeah, that's when they show up. But in this one, they're kind of going after they're coming after Zoro because he killed number 7. I forgot that's the one that he killed. I'm wondering if he was supposed to be like a big player or just like a bigger character than they should, because I know they did it to Krieg. But yeah, we got rid of that. Saw them before they're ending up showing. I'm assuming they're gonna have them show up in Whiskey Island. Was it Whiskey Island? Is that the name of it? I like how things kind of like come in. I know they had to take out some stuff. Like there's the I like seeing the camaraderie of the crew in this. Like just already seeing just like how kind of chummy and everybody is, and how they mess with each other. Like Usopp, they were kind of messing with, and like, you know, we're gonna go to Loketown even though it's dangerous, and he's trying to get everybody to like get people to not, you know, to vote against that. He tried to get to Zoro. He's like, dude, come on. And Luffy, man, you thought that was gonna work? Come on, it's Luffy. They are doing a lot for Usopp. I think they might have heard like how they kind of didn't give him too much, and they kind of like sort of did him a little dirty, not like super bad. Because you know Usopp's Usopp. He doesn't, you know, he kind of runs away a lot, but there's some people that just kind of give Usopp shit, and I don't care for it. Like he's a normal person, you know. He's a normal person in dealing with a lot of people that have abilities a lot of times, or they're just much stronger, and they tend to forget that in the anime he went against Kuro, pretty that's the name. Like he fought against him even though he wasn't doing well. He was trying to protect Kaya. He did everything he could. He like even as he was battered and, you know, pretty messed, like battered, I already said it, but like, pretty messed up, but he's still going for it. He was still trying to protect her. And they keep some. I don't know about it, some people. There's when people give him flack, it just kind of annoys me. It's like, dude, yeah, okay, so he's not as, you know, grand and powerful as like Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, but he's there. He's trying, you know. I don't know. But anyway, in the live action in last season, they, you know, they kind of cut back on that one, what he did for Kaya, like how much he fought Kuro. There's a lot of stuff they cut out. I can't remember the guy's name, the hypnotist guy who would hypnotize himself. Django, is that his name? I know they took his part out. We've been talking for a while. Throat's already dry. It's gonna be a long day. I might do 4 episodes and then do 4 another later. Because I don't want to like be low energy throughout the rest, but we'll see what happens. Where was I? We got a bit confirmation of, well, I don't know if they necessarily confirmed. They said he has a son, and I want you to look after him. But I'm wondering, because I know that I was kind of spoiled on this, so I'll put another spoiler tag for those that don't want to be spoiled on it. But that Ace was it Monkey D Ace? Is that what you call it? Or no, they call it, no. Shoot, I always forget what his name is. But there's a guy named Ace who's Luffy's brother, and I'm wondering if Gold Roger was talking about him or if he was talking about Luffy. I don't know. I'm going to assume he was talking about Ace or talking about Luffy. just because he was like look after him. Like Ace might, you know, he at this point would probably already have, you know, and he's the one that said, because I don't know, maybe he, like the reason I'm wondering is like maybe Garp didn't look after Ace, and then he felt, you know, he owed Gold Roger, so then he instead, but he would have known about. I don't know. I'm going to assume he was talking about Luffy, but like there was a in the where I am in the anime, I was already kind of like wondering like whether Gold Roger was his dad or somehow related. I thought maybe Gold Roger was Garp's son, just because he did seem to not super pleased that he had to put Gold Roger to death. So I don't know. It was very interesting seeing like this sort of camaraderie between Gold Roger and Garp. I mean, we know how he kind of works with like at least the warlords. I mean, they kind of have to. That's the World Council, the World. What are they called? World Government? I can't remember. They've basically given the warlords word I'm looking for, free pass. I don't know. They've given them right or legality. I don't know. They're not going after them. Basically, they're not going after the bounty because they can't do anything against them. But yeah, going back again to like how much they have adapted and like how they've kind of like toned down enough, like not making them too wacky for like a live action show, but like keeping the spirit of the character. Like they still have Nami like charging Zoro 300% interest, which is wild. But an improvement that I appreciate is that she at least told him upfront before he even took the cash. So that's something. Like that's kind of bull to just tell somebody that they owed them 300% interest, you know, after purchasing the weapons with. Well, and I think did he use the money? I can't remember if he ended up actually paying for at least one of the swords. But regardless, legally, would it still? I mean, she's not really doing these. It's not actual. Anyway, interesting. But like again, I went off course. Sorry. I forgot. I just remembered I was talking about Usopp, like how they're like they didn't show him too much. Show him shine too much in last season. Like they had the one moment after the whole Kuro stuff that they had him use his exploding star against, I can't remember what his name was, but the fishman that could shoot things from his mouth. You know, they used it. They had him where he was able to take him down. And I remember in the anime, like he had a little bit more in that fight. It was a little more brutal. But they just had him take him out with an exploding star. But like, you know, I know people. There was people that kind of like. There was a lot of talk about, or a lot of consensus. There's a lot of like opinion of like they kind of basically didn't give him a whole lot, so I'm wondering if that's, you know, they took that in consideration and like giving him a little more, because he had a little more, you know, his kind of like heart to heart with Nami a bit, like he was like you should have a piece of your home to see where you know how far you've come, and also just like to look back on, but then also like the fight, you know, where he did a decent amount on his own, and you know him and he and Nami's combo, that was really smart, like using the slip fruit against her, like using it to knock her sandals out from under her easily, and then because her feet were on the ground, using the that was so cool, just like using the pepper shot, whatever it called it, and then Nami like putting her staff in the way so that it would crush it and it would get in her face and make her sneeze and shoot backwards. That's so funny, so clever and creative. I love the way they did that. Had them working together. But yeah, having him do more, being more involved in helping out, not just running and hiding in here. I think they did that to kind of like make up for not having him, you know, not having him do a whole lot in the last season, in terms of again the Kuro stuff, which is kind of where he really shined the most early on. Again, I haven't gone too far, but I'm assuming he does more. I like Usopp regardless of whether he does more than how he is right now, where I am in the 80s and so forth, in the Alabasta arc. Wow. Look, Emily Red, gorgeous. All right, but also doing a great job as Nami. I loved her as Nami in the last season, even though before I knew too much about Nami. But like, excuse me, but yeah, seeing what she's, I mean, again, it's just the first episode of this, but like seeing where she is right now and seeing just kind of like the bit of personality that she pulls from Nami, like the anime and maybe the manga. I'm not sure, I don't remember if she reads, just watches the manga, the anime, or reads the manga. But like she does, again, like I mentioned before about how charging the 300%. Excuse me. Um, 300%. Wow, 300%. But also like kind of manipulating Sanji a little bit. Kind of a little bit, not as much as in the anime. She really kind of strings him along a bit. Sorry, it's starting to bug me a little bit. Man, let's see, what time is it? It's already. Here, I'll use my phone because it's gone far away. 3:42. It's only been. Oh my god, I'm talking for a while, huh? But like again, I like the moment that they had with. I like what they're doing with Usopp and Nami's like relationship, how they're showcasing them, because like they're the more normal people. Just because in terms of like, you know, Sanji with his crazy kicks. I mean, in the anime, he kicks a freaking. I'm thinking it's a sea king. It's I can't remember the name of it, but the giant cow that they cut out in the live action. But you know, the fact that he can kick something like that, Zoro, the fact that how strong he is and how he fights, his three sword style, and obviously Luffy. But just them, and then how that there's Nami and Usopp, and then the normal ones in their relationship, kind of like, you know, how they kind of sort of interact and connect. I like them having that moment here of like, you know, again, Usopp telling Nami about taking the world map, or the map that the similar book that she had from her home, but also her telling Usopp to, like, you know, reach out to Kaya. And it's kind of sad that it was just a voicemail that he had to leave, a voice message, man, that he wound up leaving. But yeah, it was just, you know, that moment between them is just really nice, and seeing like their relationship, how that's going to be like, you know, how they're going to be bonding. And then also we got the moment with Zoro meeting Tashigi. It's gonna be a moment, taking me a second to like remember her name. There's some names that I still can't remember. I think the other guy's name was Bartolomeo, I think. But I mean, that scene, and just kind of like how he tells her up front, like, you remind me of someone I knew. And the moment where she realizes that he's a pirate. I also just like the moment where like they're in the sword shop, and how that's kind of transpires. They keep the moment where he throws a sword and spins around and like just barely goes around his arm. So cool. A simple small thing, I know, but like, I don't know, something about the moment just felt. I'm glad they kept it. And like, and showing the guy like he was trying that was trying to, you know, that was trying to con him, basically 200,000 berries, up to, he got him up to 750,000, but it was like hundreds of billions of berries or millions of berries, something like that. I forgot what Tashiki had said exactly, but yeah, trying to lowball him pretty dang hard. Trying to give him a penny for something that was like worth $100, basically. But yeah, no, even like interactions like, I'm sorry I did this to you. You should have this sword. This is something that belongs in the hand of a true master. Someone who understands the worth and whatnot. And, you know, also who would, I don't know if I understand the worth, but like who the cursed sword bowed to effectively. But also, it was very interesting seeing Zoro, like, especially McKenyu, how he's portraying him, like, how, like, seeing how he was affected by seeing her, just like how, like, shook he was, how shaken he was by it. And then, of course, seeing the part where she realizes who he is, that he's Rono Zoro, pirate hunter turned pirate. And it's kind of that emotional tie, I guess. Now, I don't know if she's supposed to actually be his old friend and something happened. Because they're about the same age. Like, she's about as old as she would have been if his friend didn't die. I can't remember her name. He said her name, but I can't remember it. But Sorry, I'm blanking on my brain's not. I'm watching the show again, the episode, just because I had to, because I'm re-recording it. So, because I forgot to press record when watching the episode, so part of it wasn't recorded. But anyway, yeah, I'm wondering. I don't think she's supposed to be, but there's some reason like they have there's a resemblance there. But maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't gotten far enough to that point. But it's interesting because she's apparently being recruited or being offered recruitment to Baroque Works, and I'm assuming she's going to take it because that seems a very significant thing to kind of focus on. Her considering it in the way that Miss All Sunday approached her about it. And the fact that they had Miss All Sunday approach him because she's, the partner of Mr. Zero, so the boss of Baroque Works. So if she's the one that's doing the recruiting, or that they're showing that in the show in live action, I'm assuming that Tashigi eventually joins up with Baroque Works, which is crazy considering she's, a Marine. I wonder if we're going to see any of Kobe this season. I really hope so. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Because they showed a lot of Kobe last season that they didn't show in the anime. I think we saw a little bit. At the point I'm at, we see a little bit of him in the Marines. Kind of like how that's kind of starting to go. But so I'm curious to see what we get, if we get him at all in this one. But no, yeah, they cut out the the cooking contest, which makes sense. I mean, I would have enjoyed to see it. That was fun, and seeing the girl, I can't remember her name, and I don't know if she ever comes back, but how that interaction goes, and it's not it's not needed in the live action. What they're trying to show. It's 8 episodes, eight episodes, so it's they gotta cut out what they can and put in some context for other things, instead of just having well, it wasn't out of nowhere. We knew why that they went after Miss Valentine and Miss Number 4, Mr. 4, Mr. 5. My brain shows up. But anyway, so I think so. Obviously, we're going up Reverse Mountain. I call it the freaking upside down mountain. So assuming we're gonna deal with that and then meet Labu, and I can't remember the guy Crockett. I can't remember his name. But yeah, we also saw Buggy again. I'm pretty sure that's still Jeff Ward. I don't know. It's the they did a lot more with his makeup this time. It still sounded like him. I'm pretty sure it is. The way he wasn't it wasn't a panel, so so he's obviously it's still him. I'm curious as to who this. I mean, just a real quick deviation. Who Bartolomeo is. Seems important, and especially the kind of how had Luffy sort of affect him. I was like, don't you have a dream? He's like, I never thought about it, and he helped Luffy. He gave him his hat back. Once they initially helped him, but he just presented it to him. I helped him out in that regard. And then when he saw the poster, he kind of sort of mimicked him in the mirror, kind of I want to do that. Maybe he wants to be a pirate now. He wants to go out and do more. That's just so cool. I don't know, that Luffy inspired him. That's awesome. But no, yeah. Seeing Buggy again was great. I love one. I'm a bit biased. Love Jeff Ward. Loved him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But and when I heard he had gotten cast as Buggy, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I want to see it. I mean, I was gonna see it regardless, just because I was very interested in the show, and thinking that it would get me into the little more into the anime, which it definitely did. But no, yeah, his portrayal of Buggy, when we first see Buggy in the anime, he's terrifying, but thus far afterwards, he's a little bit more of a joke-ish. I don't know if that's right to say necessarily, but he's so much more threatening and kind of sort of terrifying in a way that that he wasn't in the anime. I really like what Jeff Ward's doing with him. He's doing such a great job. He's so funny too as well. That bit when he was he's a lawyer. Yeah, he just does a great job. And the sea, was it Sea? Have they done Sea Stone? They might have done Sea Stone stuff before in the show. Maybe I just don't remember. It sort of seems familiar, but maybe I'm just thinking that now. Maybe I'm just kind of placing it, cutting in. rewiring my brain to like remember to think that I had seen it. But anyway, too long on that. And yeah, again, as I mentioned before earlier on, Elvita, the actress that plays Elvita, she worked her ass off to lose that weight. And she wasn't nowhere near as big as Alvita in the anime because that would be very unhealthy. But yeah, she looks great, and I like how they did like her doing. I forgot what she called the move, but how she they used the ramp to make her slide around, and it was really interesting how they showcased that. I remember when she did it, like she was more like it did look like she was like moving as if she were skating in the anime as well, but she was going a little more zooming straight. I think I could be wrong on that. I am kind of sad just because it would have been really funny to see Buggy like try to do his car transformation kind of thing, where he like uses wheels and then like separates his body to be mobile. It's very funny to see that, and I think that was rockets, all thrusters they had as well. I can't remember. But seeing that and how they kind of did Alveda, like she did like she was kind of like skating, but it was a little bit more like just kind of like around Luffy, and how they ended up taking him down for that. And again, the sea stone, what do they call it? Sea stone cuffs or stone or I don't know, whatever. I'm being stupid. I already said stone, so I don't know why I said sea stone stone. But anyway, yeah, we saw. I'm pretty sure the guy's name is Dragon. I'm not sure if that was something I was spoiled on or if they mentioned it somehow. I don't remember if Smoker said it in the anime. Or if it was like there was like subtitles and then the subtitles showed the name. By the way, I'm watching it in dub, so I'm sorry for those that are kind of annoyed by that. But you don't have to watch me watch the dub, so it's okay. Unless you're wanting me to record the anime, and you're okay with me watching the One Piece in dub or watching One Piece in dub, then I'll consider doing that as well. Just let me know. If for those that got this far in the discussion, I know this is a long talk, and I'm really sorry. I need to probably cut it back because this is gonna be a long recording session. So I think going forward, I will try to cut them a little bit shorter, just kind of tackle like the main points. But anyway, yeah, we're going now up the reverse mountain. We're gonna deal with. I know we jumped. I like how they. Sorry, real quick. I like how they mentioned the calm. Can't remember the name of it, but like the ending term, but like how they kind of cut through that. They mention it, but they don't go through that. Basically, like they get stuck in they're trying to escape a marine fleet, and they end up going into the calm waters, which, as Nami said, there's no wind, no current, nothing. So it's just like it's at still waters, no way to move around. The only way to do it is like they use a Sea King, and they ended up using like it to and the like wave that it ends up creating to push them out. Anyway, obviously they're gonna jump past anything that's like filler, which with One Piece there's gonna be a lot of filler. I'm gonna watch it because I still really enjoy like the stuff that's filler. I don't mind filler stuff. I think it's mainly more so when it's like when it's already rolling, and like the episodes are starting to come out, and I'm like, oh my god, what happened next? What happened? What's gonna happen next week? And then we come back, and then there's filler. Then I'm kind of like annoyed by it. And I was like, oh, we're gonna take a pause and do this instead. But anyway, I'm sorry, ADHD. I tend to jump and ramble and stuff. But yeah, so they're going over the reverse mountain, and we're gonna be going with that. I'm wondering how much of that we're gonna do because I know I don't know which episode, how much an episode's gonna tackle. We're gonna more likely see Laboon. I'm gonna look it up. Laboon. Sorry. We're gonna meet Laboon, and assumedly that's where we're gonna meet. So next episode we're probably gonna meet Miss Wednesday or Vivi and Mr. Nine, and probably like the Otter and Vulture thing. I don't remember what their names are. Maybe they're number. Are they 2? No, 2 is a different guy. 2 is the can't remember his name. But the guy wearing the swan that can just. I wonder if they're gonna put that in. They have to because they're going to my brain. Alabasta. Forgot what his name. All of a sudden, I just blanked really hard. Whew. Oh, God, this is stressful. But yeah, we're gonna be going to I don't know if we're ending, how much in Alabasta we're going to get to, but I'm assuming we're going to be dealing with Mr. 2, and his spoiler card here, his like shape-shifting abilities. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Next episode, I'm assuming we're going to be beating Miss Wednesday number 9. God, Mr. 9. Anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Next episode will be coming out as soon as I possibly can. Again, I'm going to record all these at once, so if I make any mistakes or if I miss something, I won't be able to put that in it. I'll include a video after we're like in it of me. Anyway, I'll hope you enjoyed.